Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Mr. Abdul Abbas from Citywide Model College. How you are at home and your family? I pray that I should increase us in knowledge and should make us a better Muslim. Inshallah, we shall start from where we have stopped last time. The last topic we discussed is public corporation. Which is otherwise known as public enterprise or statutory corporation. We define it as a large-scale business organization set up, owned and financed by the government of a country, mainly to provide essential services to the members of the public. So we place emphasis that public corporations are established to provide essential services, not to make profits. Unlike all other business organizations such as sole proprietorship partnership, limited liability companies, they are established to make profits. But these public corporations, they are meant to provide essential services, not to make profits. We also look at the examples of public corporations such as Nigerian Port Authority, which render port services, Nigerian Railways Corporation, which render railway services, Power Holding Company of Nigeria, which renders electricity services, and so on. We also look at the futures, advantages and disadvantages. Inshallah, today we shall start from the reasons for the establishment of public corporations or reason for government participation in business enterprises. We shall look at the reasons one after the other. Number one, high capital involvement. It requires the establishment of public corporation and its finance requires huge amount of money, which private individuals might not have that affordability to provide, and that is why government consider to set it up and to continue to finance it. Then number two, generation of revenue. Government establishes these public corporations to provide to generate revenue to finance all other projects it has at hand. So that's one of the other reasons why government establishes such public corporations, these public corporations. Another one is what? To prevent foreign dominance of the economy. Governments ventures into some enterprises in order to prevent or reduce foreign control of the economy by foreign investors. So these public corporations are established in order to ensure that certain essential services are not left for the foreign citizens to control or to render. If they are left for the foreign citizens to render, this might result into capital flights, in which any profit made by foreign citizens will now be taken to their country instead of using it to reinvest in another sector of the economy, and that's why government want to prevent them from doing this. Number four, to provide infrastructural facilities such as good roads, electricity, railway services. All these are essential services which government ensures to provide for its citizens. Then number five, to prevent monopolistic tendencies. Governments provide these public corporations just to ensure that it prevents monopoly in the market. When you say monopoly, what do you mean by monopoly? Monopoly is the situation in the market in which there is only one seller or one firm selling or rendering services in the market. Such firm does not have competitor, and that now make them to sell their goods or to render their services at any prices in the market. So in order to prevent this monopoly from exploiting the citizen, and that's how government now consider to take up some services. Then number six, provision of essential services. There are some services that are essential in nature, such as electricity, good roads, and so on. So those services are essential. That's why government now consider to what? To provide public corporations to be rendering those services. Another one is for strategic and security reasons. Government may engage in business to control certain key industries such as airports, seaports, defence, and so on. All these services, they are key, they are important in nature. So, and that's why governor consider to be rendering those services to the what? To the people in the society. Then number 8, employment opportunities. Employment opportunities. Government provide public corporations in order to provide jobs, opportunities for its citizens. Then number 9, promotion of economic development. Government also invest in some enterprises such as banking and insurance in order to have firm control over the economy and regulate it for developmental purposes. For example now, central bank is established by what? By government of the country, just to ensure that what? They control, central bank controls all other financial institutions in Nigeria. So the purpose of establishing central bank is to control all other financial institutions in order to ensure that what? Economic development now is promoted in the country. So that's that on the reasons why government participates in business enterprises. So let us now look at the specific problems associated with public corporations. Number 1 is political instability. Political instability. In Nigeria, we are not politically stable. So there is frequent change in government. So frequent change in government, there are also corresponding changes in the board of directors and officials, and this does not encourage effectiveness and continuity in the management of public corporations. Frequent change in government will lead to frequent change in what? In directors and officials. So, and this will not ensure effectiveness and continuity in the management. So, and that is reason why this is seen as a what? As a major problem of public corporations. Another one is lack of qualified personnel. Appointment into public corporations are based on what? On number two is frequent government enterprise. Frequent government interference. Government always interferes in the administration of public corporations. So, and this will give room to poor performance. So, because of the frequent interference of government, it will give room to what? Poor performance of what? Of the corporations. Then number 3 is lack of qualified personnel. Lack of qualified personnel. So, inefficient and unqualified personnel are always employed to work because appointment into public corporations are based on political rather than technical consideration. So people that are being engaged or are being employed, they do not have that technical capability in what? In managing the affairs or the positions they assign to them. Then number 4, negative attitude of workers. Majority of workers in public corporations have a negative attitude to work because they regard public corporations as no man jobs. So those that are working in public corporations, they see it as no man job. So they do anyhow in the what? In the affairs of the business. And this does not give room to what? To public corporations to what? To give, since they were not able to work the way they are expected to work in the what? In the corporations, it reduces the what? The effectiveness and efficiency of this corporation. So another one is high level of investments. High level of investment. Public corporations are associated with high level of investment on the part of board members who have to settle government officials that appointed them. So they have to settle them. So and that is why most of these, what the money they have realized, the what they siphon it, like some months back or some years back, we heard that snakes swallow money, some millions of money, snakes swallow it. It's not possible for snakes to swallow money, but because the money has been siphoned and the person does not know what to say, that is why he considered what to tender such to the government, that was the snake that siphon, that swallow money. Another one is favoritism in appointments. Appointments into corporations are based on favoritism, not on merit. So people are not being considered based on their merit. They are considered based on the favoritism, on those that are family, that their family, their political members, and so on. So and this does not make the corporation to be efficient in their administration. Another one is what? Practice of sectionalism and ethnicism. So this also, this practice now are used to appoint board members. So the practice whereby sectionalism and ethnicism are used to appoint board members and key officials to manage a public corporations normally leads to lawlessness and inefficiency. So when board members are to be appointed, the government will consider those that come from their tribe before they can consider to appoint them. So in this now, it will result into what? Lawlessness and what? And inefficiency. So let us now consider the source of finances to public corporations. One is loan and overdraft. They get loan and overdraft from either local financial institutions or international financial institutions. Grants from government. Governments also give them grants, which is not repayable. Then grants from international financial institutions such as International Monetary Fund (IMF) and African Development Bank. So all this now, they are international financial institutions that also give grants, which is not repayable to these public corporations. Then number 4, grants from foreign countries. Foreign countries such as America, Britain, and Germany, and so on, also give grants to finance these public corporations. So we pray that Allah should give us this understanding of what we have just discussed. This is where we are going to start. So inshallah, in our next lesson, we shall look at another topic entirely. We pray that Allah should give us the understanding of what we have discussed and should make us better Muslims.